Last Saturday was the 25th of April, Anzac Day, an occasion of great significance to our nation. Now, in normal circumstances, I'd take great pride in witnessing a large representation of St Peter's students marching down Queen Street in Campbelltown and gathering in Mawson Park to attend an Anzac service in honour of the brave men and women who have served and defended Australia in times of war. However, Anzac Day in 2020 has been like no other, with public services and marches made impossible due to the current circumstances. Australians were encouraged to mark this special day from home. And it was touching to see so many Australians embrace the Light Up the Dawn initiative, in which people gathered in their driveways as dawn broke on Saturday morning to observe a minute's silence and to raise a candle in remembrance. Now, despite the circumstances, Australians will continue to honour the Anzac legacy. Now, we'd love to know how you and your family commemorated Anzac Day this year. So please share your stories with us and any photos you may have via Seesaw so we can share in that together. When World War I broke out in 1914, Australia was eager to demonstrate its loyalty to Britain and to establish its reputation among the nations of the world. In 1915, Australian and New Zealand forces formed part of a mission to capture an important region known as the Gallipoli Peninsula. The Australian and New Zealand forces landed in Gallipoli on the 25th of April, meeting fierce resistance from the Turkish defenders. What had planned to be a quick way to defeat the enemy, in fact became a stalemate, and the fighting dragged on for 8 long months. At the end of 1915, our soldiers were evacuated after heavy losses on both sides. Over 8,000 Australian soldiers had been killed during the campaign. News of the landing at Gallipoli had made a huge impact on Australians at home, and each anniversary on the 25th of April, we mark the day, and Australians remember the sacrifice of those who have died during war. World War I was known as the war to end all wars, and unfortunately we know that that was not to be the case. And Australia has been involved in many conflicts around the world since. To this day, Australian soldiers continue to serve around the world in peacekeeping missions and protecting the interests of our nation. Anzac Day is a day to remember with affection the courage of all who have served and continue to serve the Australian Armed Forces, to honour those who have died and to acknowledge those who suffer still from the effects of war. We do not celebrate victory or glorify war. We celebrate the human spirit, the spirit of Anzac. We're incredibly blessed to live in a nation of wealth and of freedom and of peace, but it can also be easy to take these for granted. The lifestyle we enjoy was bought at a great price, a sacrifice that we must continue to remember and honour with each passing generation. Boys and girls, if you're looking for activities to do as a family at home to commemorate the Anzacs, please see the links below this video. Completing hands-on projects can be a great way to continue to learn about our history, and I've included a craft activity where you can create your own poppy, which is a flower that grew on the battlefields in Europe. And today the poppy is recognised as a symbol of those who have served in war. Also included in the link is a recipe to make Anzac biscuits, which was sent to the Australian soldiers on the battlefield from their loved ones back at home. Please ask for permission first and ensure that any food preparation or cooking is only done with the supervision of an adult at home. Boys and girls and families, I'll leave you today with a reading of the Ode and the playing of the last post. In military tradition, the last post is a trumpet or bugle call that's sounded at 10 p.m. each night to mark the end of the day's activities. At military funerals and commemorative services such as Anzac Day, it is sounded as a final farewell to those lost in war, a symbol that their duty is over and their day has drawn to a close. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.